It's up to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai if you make it through these times.
Verse 15. They say that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess.
A day of darkness and gloominess. It doesn't sound like a oh happy day when Jesus comes, like they teach in the churches. That's the exact opposite. All right?
They say a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord.
Right. That's what they're pretty much doing now, man. The Most High is not waking you up. You're walking around here like a damn zombie. Because in that day, a lot of people are going to be looking for answers. They'll be looking for answers on what to do. But the answers were right here, man. You know, the answers were right here the whole time. The answers were out there on the internet. The answers were out there at camps all around the world. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to make it so that you people have no excuse. All right, more in there.
They say, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh is dung. Neither shall their silver nor their gold be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
Right, you got these all-American patriots, man, that are collecting guns and collecting gold and silver. You know, we've got to trade in that day. You know, we're going to have to trade. The dollar's going to go down. We're going to have to barter and all this shit. That ain't going to mean nothing. That nuclear fire will melt that fucking gold and silver, man. Most of you idiots got gold certificates. You think Esau's going to honor that? He's going to honor a piece of paper? He's going to keep the gold, man. You know? Go ahead.
Zephaniah chapter 12, verse 12. It says, and the land shall mourn, every family apart, the family of the house of David apart, and their wives apart, the family of the house of Nathan apart, and their wives apart. But basically, the key point there was the land shall mourn, you know, because that's what America's entering into, you know. When you look at countries like Venezuela, Venezuela is an example. It is a warning as to what is going to come to America. Like you already got these, you got this global malware that's hitting the whole world, you know. It's targeting Europe. Now they're talking about how it's hitting the souls of America, man. That can affect America greatly. Because you got all these big time businesses. They're closing down because they can't afford to pay their employees no more. Plus, they're not getting enough business because their business keep raising the prices. So, you know, I mean, like this guy. I was listening to this guy yesterday. It was shared to me. And other brothers on Google Plus. Basically, this guy was talking about how America is bankrupt. A lot of these banks here in America are about to just crash and just go down.
Yeah, and a key point about that malware is that it's causing problems with shipping companies. Like a lot of businesses that do a lot of ordering, because we know that the stores only carry a few days worth of food. They're not getting their shipments on time, you know. And let something like that happen during the so-called holiday season, man. A lot of companies are going to lose money, and they need the money right now because the fucking economy's bad. But you know, the point is that the Most High is dividing everything right now. You know, this is Luke 12:49. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? Okay? Because when Yahweh Shai comes back, the world is already going to be in a large amount of chaos. You know? Jumping down to 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division. And we're seeing that dividing right now. Okay, you saw this large push towards globalism in the last few years, and now there's a push towards reverting back to nationalism. Every country is implementing protectionist policies on their economies, on their natural resources, so on and so forth. Okay, that's a sign of division. You're seeing a lot of civil unrest in certain countries, man. You know, and the time's going to come when brothers in this truth, you know, we're going to have to deal with division. You know, a lot of our families are going to come against us, so on and so forth, man. The Most High has drawn the lines in the sand. Okay, this is that's something.
Yeah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 14. It says, "And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land."
All right, all these. Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it, bro.
All these people, man. Like, we were on the bus over here, and there was a lot of fucking Japs on that shit, and a lot of East Indians and Arabs and shit, man. They're gonna stop coming here and stick to their own place. You know, a lot of Arabs are gonna close up shop.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see no more gooks standing in the middle of the street taking a picture of a building.
Exactly. But fuck them gooks, man. They come by the camp all the time and they try and take pictures of us like we're fucking zoo animals, man.
Yeah, because a lot of these heathens, when they come over here to America, they come over to America for one purpose and one purpose only: to set up a business, make a huge profit. They go back to their land, because see, in their land, you know, basically basically if a heathen come over here and make 200,000 over their place might be like $1 million in their currency. So they come over here, they make their profits, and then they go back to their land. But you see, like one thing about a lot of these heathens is that they listen to the radio stations a lot. So I mean, they hear about what's going on in Syria, what's going on between Russia and the United States. They hear about what's going on in Venezuela. They're hearing about all these malwares and these WannaCry viruses that's taking over people's computers and basically encrypting them. They're hearing about these things. So basically, you know, when this civil war, when it starts to hit America, the first thing they're gonna do is that they're gonna close down their shops. They're gonna get on the plane and they're gonna go back to their own country, man. See, right now in America's just being used by these heathens, you know? Nobody really respects America, man. They're only here for the money.
That's right, and it's beautiful that's happening, man, because what they're doing is they're setting up shops, right? They're setting up shops, and there's this term in economics called capital inflows and capital outflows. Capital inflows is when money's coming into the country. Capital outflows is when money's leaving the country. So if you got all these Arab stores all over the place, they're just creating capital outflows. They're just taking money from the hoods and shit, and they're taking that money and just sending it right out of America, man. So America's got a large amount of capital outflows. They're sending out money.
Yeah,
you know, they're not keeping it in.
Plus, I was listening to Dabu 77 earlier, man. He was talking about how America was running out of cash. Or no, I believe that was a dude I was listening to last night that was talking about how America was entering into a state of bankruptcy. How America was running out of cash, and all they can really do is just keep raising the debt ceiling. But I mean, you're gonna keep raising the debt ceiling, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna run out of cash, man. You're gonna run out of cash, and then what? You know, America's gonna start experiencing hyperinflation. They're gonna start experiencing increased rises in food prices and prices in stocks, and increased prices in gas, oil, and just like that, America's gonna try to do trades with other countries, and ain't no country gonna want to trade with America because America's dollar ain't shit, man.
This is James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered. And that's what's going on in the markets right now, man. They gotta these elites, they gotta control and manipulate the price of gold, because if it was allowed to float up with all this debt that's going around, gold would be $6,000-$7,000 an ounce. But they gotta keep it to a sustainable level, or else the whole system's gonna fall apart. But see, they know what they're doing, man. They're gonna wait until everything's set up perfectly to where they can just let this whole system go. And the answer to that is going to be Revelation 13 and 16. It's going to be the mark of the beast.
Oh, yep. Because, what was it?